This is TJ with Robinhood Coins, and today I'm hunting a box of nickels. Why is there a single roll of nickels on the mat, you ask? Because it's a buffalo ender, of course. As you can probably guess, I'm really excited to hunt this box because I saw several other enders that looked pretty old as well. Hopefully we get a great find for the Robinhood Coins giveaway for this video. Same as all my other hunts, if you want to enter, just comment on the video and watch my weekend winners announcement videos to see if you won. Now let's get into this hunt. Well, I'm really hoping that this buffalo ender here has some friends, some frienders that we can, whoa, that is not very old looking. But, so we think that's on that side. So we'll end with the buffalo. Let's see what we got here, 74. Yeah, surprisingly, I mean, this looks awful new for, oh, 64, that's nice. Let's see what else we get here. Hopefully we get some good stuff. The other end besides the buffalo didn't look too old though. 1955. That's good stuff. D mint mark. Got a little one there. That's a keeper. I keep all 1950s and earlier. Some of the 60s, or at least for now I am, just because I'm still relatively new. Like that 62 just right there. I don't have a huge amount of nickels yet. As we start to really fill out the collection binders, me and my daughters, I'll obviously stop saving as much. And it'll really just be for the upgrades. A couple 2004s I'm going to go back and look at for the doubling. But here is the buffalo. Yeah, I don't have Nicodate yet, and this really needs it. It looks like with Nicodate, I'll probably be able to get a date. I almost want to say it's either like 3s or 8s. Or sorry, 0s, 8s, 3s, something like that. But let's see with the back. The back has pretty good definition. All right, everyone. Sorry I couldn't get a date just yet. I'll have to buy some Nicodate, and I'll get through the rest of this hunt, and I'll loop you in on the next find. Well, we're on roll 3, and I got my first S-mint of the night. 1969 S. Looks good, in decent shape. It's a little worn, a little smoothed out, but not really dinged up. And then last roll, we had a 1959 Denver mint mark. So that was a good little find. So we're on roll 8, and I got another find. I was looking at this from afar and noticed that it was an S-mint. I love the S-mints. Pretty dirty, but I got a home for any S-mint. So we'll just go through the rest of these real quick, see what else we find. Hopefully we find another buffalo. We had 2 in the last video, which was really cool. 1964. Ooh. 1948. Let's see if we got a mint mark. Nope. And actually we got a ding. Ooh, man. That one's been crunched up a little bit. But it's still a 1948. I will take it. Got that 1964 with a D, so that's cool. Ooh. Oh, wrong buffalo. No bueno. Oh my gosh, the very next roll, I pulled this one down and I got a glimpse of a large mint mark above the Monticello. Yes, it got a P war nickel. 1943. That is awesome. It was upside down and dirty, and I don't know how I glanced at it, but I just saw it pretty quickly. That is awesome. I don't think I have a P 1943. We will see, and that definitely is a keeper. So I will let you know if we find anything else. The very next roll, and I just had to show you exactly what I saw. As I splayed these out, I looked and just glanced and look at that coin right there. Sorry, it's a little shaky. I'm zoomed in. 1943, I believe we just found another war nickel. Let me get this back in position and let us check that out together. 1970, let's go. Almost there. 1943. And it is another Philadelphia. That is awesome. I cannot believe. The last box or two I had no silver, and all of a sudden I have 2 silver in one box with a buffalo. That is awesome. So I was looking at one of those war nickels, and I noticed this right here on the war nickel. It was very visible even without the microscope. And I remember Rob from Rob Finds Treasure telling me about lamination errors. And I don't know if this is what a lamination error is, so I got some more research to do. But it's definitely something interesting. Let me know what you think. Is this a lamination error? Is this a die crack or something else? I'm going to be looking it up myself, but I would love to get your thoughts. All right, the very next roll, and we got this 1953. Looks like it's a Denver mint mark. So that's awesome. Looked 59 million minted, so it's not super rare, but it's also not 200, 300 million minted either. So I'm so sorry for the mess, guys. I went to go open it and it just fell all over the place. I was wiping away and look at what I found. We got another buffalo. I haven't even checked the date yet. Oh my gosh. Let's see what it is. And it's totally slick. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, well, it's still a buffalo. That is awesome. Gosh, I really wish I had some nicotate. Even though I'm just looking at it and I do not know that that was even going to come out with nicotate. But if I get some nicotate, or when I get some nicotate, I will find out. That brings our total buffaloes to 2 with 2 war nickels. Man, this is turning out to be a great box. Just kind of glance just to see if there's anything else. Then last roll, I had this 1957 Philadelphia. That was a nice find. But really what I turned the camera on was this 1941. And it's a Philadelphia, but still it's an oldie. 1941. I will take it. 3 years away from Buffalo. Let's see if there's any friends in this roll. Hopefully we've got something else good in here. I don't know that I would necessarily call... Oh, is this a S? 1969D. $1970S. Yeah. I have not gotten very many S's this box. That's only my 3rd one. What's this? Whoa, speak of the devil. 1969S right after the 1970S. That is awesome. Right when I was saying I didn't have very many S's. And there was a 69D in that roll. On roll 34, and it looks like we got another oldie, 1955. Let's see if it has a mint mark, and it does. 1955D. So we should look and see if we have the 1955D over S. I'll have to check it under the scope. But not bad, 74 million minted. Well, I got more oldies and goodies to show. I had this 1956. It's got some kind of gunk all over it, but it's still a 1956. And then we had the last couple of rolls. I had gotten this 1968S and then also this 1970S. So I figured I'd share that. That brings our S count up to 5 nickels, which is solid. One thing I was noticing just now is I don't have any 2009s. I normally get at least one 2009. Roll 42, and this box just keeps delivering. We got this 1951. Let's see if it has a mint mark. Oh, and it does, and it's was that an S? 1951S. That is awesome. I love the S's. What's the mintage on that? 7 million? That's a semi-key date. It has to be a semi-key date. Let's check the mat. 1951S. Yes, it is. That is great. Man. Let's see what else this roll has. Wait a minute. Oh, and we got another S, 1970S. Nice. That's the fourth 1970S of this box. 1970, nope, that's just a D. Row 48, and we got another oldie, 1941. It's a Philadelphia, it's a plain, no mint mark, but it's still a 1941. So I will definitely take it. The very next roll, and we got another oldie, another 1941 plain. But also, just a couple earlier in the roll, I got a 2009. That is awesome. Finally got the 2009s, and just this box just keeps going all the way to the end. This box just kept on delivering all the way to the last roll. The very last roll, I got a 2009, which brought my 2009 count to 2. Awesome. Let's just cover the overall wrap up, and we'll go ahead and start with the S mints. First, we had the 1970S. We actually had a total of 5 of these. I think that's the most I've had of any of the 1970S in one box. Then we had this 1969S, and we had a total of 2 of those. We had this beautiful 1968S, and again, we had 2 of those. Then we had one of the best finds in the box is this 1951S. I double checked the red book, and it's a low mintage with 7,700,000 minted. Great find. Now we'll cover some of the errors and oddities. Check out this one. This rim is fully touching the date and the In God We Trust on this 1976D. I don't know if this is a cap die error or some other type of error, but I think it's got to be some error. So that was just an interesting find. Got to do some work on that. Unless, let me know what you think it is. We got this brown one that I don't know if it's paint or if it's extreme toning. Let me know what you think, but these brown ones were really throwing me off on this box. A couple of them were just noticeably rust. Like this one right here in the edge didn't really look like silver, but something like that on the edge at quick glance made you think you might have silver until you looked at it closer. And then we had this acid washed one or acid corroded one. Now let's cover the oldies. We'll start with the Philadelphia, then our Denver mints, and then our grand finale. So we had 1957, 56, 48, and 3 1941 Philadelphias. So that was good stuff. We had 2 1959Ds. We had 2 of the 1955Ds. And I did double check for the D over S, and it is not on either one of these. Already looked at it under the scope. Got this 1953D. Decent shape. That's going to go in the binder. And then we also had this 1941D. So that's another good one. Hopefully you can see that mint mark. Grand finale here is the Buffaloes and the War Nickels. We had this 1943 Philadelphia War Nickel. Great find. Had this another 1943 Philadelphia. And this one might have a lamination error or some sort of error right there. Rob Finds Treasure told me about the lamination error, so I just got to do some more research so I can get comfortable with it. And then we had these 2 Buffaloes. This one, I think I might be able to liquidate to get a good date out of it. But this other one, I don't really think I'm going to be able to. So the Robinhood Coins giveaway for this video is going to be this 1943 War Nickel. 1943 Philadelphia. Comment on the video. And next Saturday, not this upcoming Saturday, but next Saturday, we'll go ahead and use a random comment picker on this video, and we'll pick the winner. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed this hunt. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Share the video with others so we can get to 1,000 subscribers quickly. And until then, I will see you on the next hunt.